Hello, this is wmpyr. For today's video, I want to talk about working out. Okay, so when was the last time you saw a really cool exercise machine, or you saw a really cool exercise program where you felt like, hey man, I could just purchase the DVDs or purchase this machine and I could change my life around, I could change the way I look, and I could make my life happier? I think generally two things happen from that. Is A, you're not able to meet your goals, you're not able to complete it, and B, maybe you do complete it, but it was so challenging that you're like, okay, I'm gonna have a little break now. Okay, I don't want to do that for a while. So you kind of like become an on and off type situation. And I think everybody knows that in order for a true change to occur, it has to become part of your lifestyle. It has to become a permanent change. So if you only make a temporary change, or if you only work out temporarily, then you're only going to get temporary results. So it needs to become a lifestyle. Now here I want to try to help some of you people in those shoes, because I've been there many times, and with future projects I am there, so just try to help encourage you guys and encourage myself as well. And what I like to say is this is not a bad thing. If that happens, don't view it as a bad thing, okay? That is a nice test that you took, and now you know that those goals were too high, okay? So it's about knowing yourself. So don't feel like bummed out. Just face the facts, accept it, and go, it was a little bit too much, okay? Maybe if it was a little bit easier, then I'll be able to do it longer, for a longer duration of time, all right? So just accept that. You got to be able to look in the mirror and see realistically what really happened, and then adjust accordingly. That requires intelligence. So it requires being truthful to yourself and being honest, and then it requires intelligence to be able to adjust that, all right? Once you do that, and those are good qualities, okay? Once you do that, then what we want is a bunch of victories, okay? Because if you consistently fail, like you bought an exercise machine and you never use it, it's sitting there, and now you put it in the garage, okay, and you bought a new exercise machine, same thing, okay, now it's sitting in the garage too. It is that those are consistently adding up failures, and that does not feel good. Eventually you're going to get to the point where you're going to see another advertisement on TV and you don't even want to look at it. You don't even want to think about it. You see someone that's ripped and you just go, bah, you have a very negative attitude now, all right? So we don't want to add up the failures. We want to add up the successes. So in order to do that, you just like a pro fighter, you don't want to all of a sudden fight the champion. You're just going to get devastated. So you want to work your way up. If you're really serious about your career, you really want to take care of yourself, nurture yourself, you want to develop yourself as a fighter. You fight small fights and get the experience, get the knowledge, and work your way up, all right? And that can be luck and stuff sometimes. But here, luckily, we're not trying to be a professional fighter, so we're not essentially like in this limited time and certain people are shining right now and you have to compete with them. It's not like that, all right? You can set your own pace, okay? So have a small goal, all right? A very small, realistic goal. Like let's say I'm going to work out just once a week, and I'm going to do that for 3 weeks. That's my first goal. If I can accomplish that, then I'm good, And the workout itself can be 30 push-ups, 30 jumping jacks. That's it. And you start off from there. And then once you accomplish that, you're like, yes, I beat my goal. I accomplished it. That was good. I did it. Next one, maybe it wasn't challenging enough, or maybe it was just the right amount. You want to continue it again, or maybe you want to add something or change something. Maybe it got a little boring, So you adjust it from there and add another small goal that you can beat. You can beat, all right? You're not a bully in a sense, all right, beating these small goals, and because you don't want to be bragging about it, it's just a small encouragement, all right? And by doing this, all right, the important part is just doing it, okay? Doing it and adding those successes, all right? So anyway, I hope this helps you out. Hope it motivates you. And the summer's coming, so you know, same here. I need to take my workouts a little bit more seriously. Recently, after Christmas messed me up. All right, so that's no excuse. So I'm ready to start to get back into it again. So and the other thing is constantly look for inspiration. All right, this video might inspire you for a brief second, but that's not good enough. All right, you have to constantly look for inspiration, motivation. So anyway, good luck. Thank you for watching, and take care.